Why, hello everybody, and welcome back to another video on the Charles channel, and welcome to a different kind of video than I would usually be creating on this channel. I am going to be discussing Reforge Studios' brand new game, Reforge. I've been following Reforge on its development in their Discord server and you know, on their channels and stuff like that. And I've been really interested in the game that they're creating in their brand new engine, the Elements engine, which we will be talking about a little bit in this video. So I'm going to start off by mentioning a good old friend of the channel, I guess, not friend of the channel, but a friend of I guess, everyone here that's watching this video, Stampy, or more commonly known nowadays as Joe Garrett, who has been working on the game as a game designer and has been working behind the scenes to help Reforge become, you know, this advanced game, which I think everybody who plays it will like. And yeah, he was brought in to, of course, game design and help, you know, with the development in terms of talking about the game to community, and I think that's really, really great. I know some people have been asking where Reforge will be released. Reforge is going to be released on the Xbox Series S, X, PlayStation 5, and PC, so no old generation consoles. And I think, personally, Reforge have done a great job with that, not putting it on the old generation consoles. And the reason that I'm saying that is because it allows them to push the Elements engine more and more and more. And that's something that I really, really like about this Elements engine. It allows them to, of course, like, have basically no hardware capabilities, and they're only, you know, I guess, withheld with the hardware capabilities of the newer consoles, which is so much more than, of course, the Xbox and the original PlayStation, the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. Who knows? The game might release on those platforms at some point in the near future, but by the time the game releases, I doubt that many people will be playing on the older generation consoles. So, you know. The character or environment may change within the game, so the you know, the videos you're seeing on screen, which of course I've taken from content creators who have played the game and Reforge's official channel and stuff like that, it's not subject to change, but it may change. And the reason that I think Reforge is so good is because they're allowing the community to kind of give their own perspective and feedback on the graphics and the stuff within the Elements engine. I think that's genuinely something more game studios need to do, because it's just genuinely listening to your community is something that I think not enough game developers do nowadays. So yeah. I like also, I'm basically going through the FAQ in the Discord server. You can go and read through it. I will be leaving the link in the description below. But I'll also be showing footage on screen and stuff like that, so you can see how the game is played. Reforge is showing Reforge off so early, and I like this to allow the community to help develop the game with feedback and other stuff. You know, they've also invited older kind of console YouTubers who played the original versions of Minecraft on the consoles, which of course Reforge developed, to play the games. You know, I think I've seen IBX Toy Cat play it, and he looked like he enjoyed himself, and the footage that he, you know, had, which you may see in this video, was really, really good. They are planning to have a closed alpha, which is actually happening now. The Pioneer program on the Discord server, you can sign up to that, and you can get invited to play the game. I'm looking forward to seeing how the Pioneer program goes. I think there's about 500 and something invitations at first, but they are looking to expand that gap. And it is only exclusive to the Xbox Series S and X on release of the Pioneer program. It will not be on the PlayStation or PC yet. But that doesn't mean that during this pre-alpha that they're going through, that or closed alpha, that, you know, they won't expand to Steam, which I know Reforge will be released on, and of course the PlayStation Store. The Reforge will have multiplayer, but again, similar to how they did it with the original consoles editions, is going to be peer-to-peer, so you can, like, I don't know, invite a group of friends to one world, instead of having a server which anyone can join at any point, which I really, really like. But yes, it will have multiplayer. There will be mobs, for the closed alpha. Only a few, though. You couldn't compare them to Minecraft, but again, I think these mobs are a lot more intricate and a lot more focused, and they've got a lot more features than a Minecraft mob would have. There will be both creative and survival modes. I know that Joe has said that there are no plans for a hardcore mode, but that's something the Reforge could look at down the line. And I would love to see a Reforge, hardcore spin on Reforge, because it is going to be a survival game and a creative game. Of course, Reforge are known for having mini games in many of their games. I know in Manic Mechanics. Sorry, I've lost my words. In Manic Mechanics, they had they had mini games, and of course in the console editions, they had brilliantly designed maps for the mini games. Of course, you had Spleef, you had the I don't know what the thing is called, the Elytra game, and then you also had the Battle mini games. All spent a lot of time designing the maps, and I think that Reforge could be the future for mini games like Battle, like the flying game with the Elytras, and of course like Spleef. Another thing that Reforge really shined with is tutorial worlds. Excellently designed tutorial worlds by the team, which showed off all the new features which would be in the Minecraft kind of additions as time went on. Again, not trying to compare the games because they are going to be two different games, and I will get into that in a minute. But I think they could also do this with Reforge and have these, as tutorial worlds which are excellently designed and also show off, the features of the game, which I think would be a great idea. No customizable flat worlds are planned, but they might be, as I know that they are a desired feature. That's what Reforge is saying. The player will be able to switch from third person and first person. I think the game's default is first person only, but there will be a third person, to be that, and that's not going to be on release. The worlds are going to be a bit different than a sandbox world would be normally. Of course, you're limited by how much space you've got in a sandbox world, especially on, like, an example would be Minecraft's the console editions, especially the Xbox 360 edition. The worlds weren't that big. But something different about Reforge, which they've used the Elements engine for, is that the world's going to continue on even past the 4096 elements border. So you'll be able to go, say, from X0 to X4096 and then go back to X0. The world's going to be almost like a circle, almost how the Earth is in real life. They're also adding gateways so you can visit different worlds to be able to expand your of course save, which I think is really, really good. Again, because I know people are going to run out of space if they spend too much time on a world, or they're going to be limited by resources, of course, by exploring an entire world. However, you'll be able to explore different worlds, which I think is a really, really great feature. It's not a Minecraft clone. Using the Elements engine, there's going to be a lot of differences. Their own sculpting tools, the way that terrain generates, and their involvement with the Elements engine. Reforge will be smooth with a 60 FPS cap on console editions. I'm assuming that on PC, they might unlock that to maybe 120 or even unlimited frame rate, of course, because the hardware is a lot more powerful on computers than the consoles, and you can take that a lot further. But the reason they are capping it at 60 FPS, I'm assuming even on like higher hertz monitors, is so they can maintain the physics, water simulation, which were made possible with their Elements engine. Again, another thing which I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on. I'm hoping that we're allowed to develop things in the Elements engine. I hope that gets released publicly, because I think that's really, really cool. And yeah, that is basically it. I'm thinking that Reforge is going to be an excellent game, and I cannot wait to see the future of Forge's envisionment with this game. Thank you for, of course, the Reforge server for giving me this information to make this video. I'm very much looking forward to getting my hands on the game when I do, whether if that's me getting into the Pioneer program in the next couple of days, or getting the game on release. Either way, I'll be happy. And either way, I will be buying the game, so it doesn't really matter for me. But I do want to help, of course, develop the game, make it the best it can be. But yes, thank you. Of course, thank you guys very much for watching this episode and listening to me yap for almost 10 minutes. Of course, I've been Charles. If you have enjoyed this video, look around. There's other videos on this channel. But yeah, I will see you all very soon. Goodbye.